Today we're taking a look at the eufyMake E1 UV printer. Unlike a normal printer, this printer uses resin inks that are instantly cured by UV light, enabling us to print on a wide range of materials such as wood, plastic, ceramics, canvas, metal and more. It also allows us to layer up prints and create amazing 3D textures on the surface. In this video we'll explore the setup, try out different projects on various materials, make some stickers using the Laminator, print on curved objects using the Rotary tool, and even test smaller printed designs on Lego pieces, and also test a print on carbon fibre. So the printer arrives well packaged in a sturdy box, and unpacking is a quick and straightforward process. Right on top of the machine you'll find unpacking instructions, along with a list of included items. There's also a box containing a quick start guide to help you get set up and walk you through your first print. You'll also find a couple of tack mats for the standard bed, as well as the flat bed itself. Inside the machine you'll find the accessory box that includes the power supply and cable, an air filter, an Allen key, the safety goggles, and 3 small ceramic tiles for testing. Once unboxed, we can plug in the power and turn on the machine. Taking a look at the inks, the printer uses 6 100ml cartridges with cyan, magenta, yellow, black, plus white and gloss. With the machine powered on, installing them is simple, just push each one in until it clicks. It's a really straightforward and easy system to install the inks. There's also the cleaning cartridge, which integrates 3 key functions: cleaning, moisturising and waste ink collection. The cleaning and moisturising solutions are used for the nozzle cleaning, daily maintenance and keeping the printhead in optimal condition. And the waste ink tank is used to collect excess ink discharge during printing and maintenance cycles. Inside, the mini bed comes pre-installed, and swapping out the beds or accessories is simple thanks to the small quick release lever on the printer. This allows for easy removal and replacement of different accessories. Inside, an integrated camera takes a snapshot of the bed, helping you align your designs, and the built-in dual lasers handle the automatic leveling. So with the machine ready to go, we can connect to the printer through the mobile app and begin the setup process. This takes around 28 minutes to complete. While that's running, it's a great time to read through the included guide and get familiar with how the printer works. It's really helpful information that gives you a solid understanding of how to operate the machine. The printer will now run its test patterns, and you can check the results to make sure everything looks good. If the prints are clean and accurate, you can go ahead and remove the protective sheet and install the new tack mat onto the mini bed. For the first print, we're starting off with one of the included projects, which can be fully set up and sent to the printer from a mobile device. With the ceramic sample placed on the bed, we simply press the start button on top of the machine. The New York image printed in just 19 minutes and looks really impressive. It even had some raised texture on the Statue of Liberty, and seeing that level of detail right off the bat is pretty amazing and really shows what the printer is capable of. Since the New York print turned out so well, I decided to try another 2 samples, a cat and a Mediterranean landscape. The cat featured some nice texture, while the Mediterranean landscape had a smoother, flatter finish. Next we wanted to try some prints with more texture, a coloured bird and a building. These have a cool 3D effect with built-up layers that really stand out. Both the prints took about an hour in total, and the level of detail and depth you get is really impressive. Interested in exploring the textures, we set up and printed a few designs directly from the software onto some square ceramic samples. One of the great features is the built-in camera, which lets you take a snapshot of the bed so you can precisely adjust the design to fit your material. After checking the material settings and choosing the right ink settings, it's just a matter of hitting print. We tried a leather finish, a cube design, and a glossy only texture. All the results look fantastic. You can both see and feel the texture on the surface. We even redid the gloss one with a black base, which really made the gloss texture stand out. Next we're using the larger bed to print a wave design onto a blank canvas. Since the larger bed requires more space and both doors open, we turn the machine sideways on the desk. They do recommend having at least 40 centimeters either side of the doors and 30 centimeters at the sides on your workbench so you have plenty of room to work comfortably. While printing with both doors open, you may notice a stronger smell from the resin, so be sure to have good ventilation and wear the included safety goggles. As for the canvas print itself, it looks fantastic. The colours look great, and the details are really clean. It almost looks hand-painted rather than a digital print. We also printed a high-quality image of an F40 onto canvas, and this turned out really nice with vibrant colours and sharp details. And this took about 1 hour to print. Next, we're moving on to the Rotary Attachment, which is used for round objects like a tumbler. It can support up to 100mm in diameter and 1 kilo in weight. What's especially cool is the automatic angle adjustment that compensates for angled tumblers, making the process completely hands-free. This print turned out great and was pretty fast, taking only about 9 minutes, while using very little ink. The logo on the tumbler looks sharp and clean, and setting up the rotary tool and completing the test was easy. It's a fantastic way to quickly add logos or a custom design to a round object. For the next print, we went back into the software to design a NOS Bottle graphic, which we printed onto a taller, slimmer tumbler. So in the software, you can automatically get the tumbler's measurements, but this doesn't actually display an image of the tumbler. So we took some manual measurements to find the printable white surface, but as you'll see shortly, it still didn't line up perfectly. The print took about 22 minutes and looks really nice just as designed. The lettering and the finer text came out crisp and sharp, although there was a slight misalignment with the blue background, and we also overlapped the back part a bit too much. All these are easy adjustments now that the test is complete, and creating a template for this tumbler would definitely make future prints quicker and easier. Despite that, we're still very happy with the results and definitely plan on making more prints like this. Next up, we tested batch printing onto round ceramic coasters. To prepare, you lay out the coasters and use the built-in camera to capture an image of the bed. This helps you perfectly line up the designs for printing multiple items at once. In the software, you simply select a few designs from the library or upload your own, and then send them to the printer. The finished prints and the batch alignment look good. To make them even better, I'd print a white base layer first, and then add a gloss coat on top. Next, we're test printing a GT3RS design onto a wooden board. The print uses a white background layer with the colours on top, and this takes about 1 hour to complete. The result was awesome, with the wood grain still visible through the white layer, and this creates a really nice effect, blending the natural texture of the wood with the printed design. You can also create stickers with this printer using a laminating machine and special sticker paper. Once the sticker paper is on the bed, the clear protective layer on the paper is removed, revealing a sticky surface that you can print on. After printing, heat up the laminator and run the sticker sheet through it. This puts a clear transfer onto the printed sticker sheet. You can then roughly cut out the design, or if you're making batches of the same design, cut them neatly with straight lines. Unlike most vinyl stickers, these don't require a vinyl cutter to trim around the edges. Simply peel off the backing, stick them onto an object, and then remove the plastic transfer. For the next project, we wanted to compare whether using stickers or printing directly onto an object yielded the best results. On one side of the carbon steering wheel, we applied stickers, while on the other side, we prepared the decal designs and printed them directly onto the carbon surface. So for the finished results, the stickers do look good and are quick to print. The direct printing onto the wheel looks really nice too, although it does take a bit longer to complete. The big advantage of direct printing is that it gives a cleaner, more professional finish, and it feels more durable. If we had to pick one, we'd definitely go with the direct printing method. Next, we have some Lego pieces to customize. For this, we're printing directly onto the pieces, and using the camera makes it easy to rescale and align the designs. All the results are excellent, and the prints feel very durable. We also printed on several other parts, all of which turned out fantastic. On the prints, you might notice the UV prints have a slightly raised texture compared to the surface on the original pieces, but it still does look great. We even printed test money designs on a smaller flat 1x2 tile, which looks really good. You can even see the tiny 100 details in the corners. We're truly impressed with the results, and it's amazing what the printer can do. This next print is a design made for a light box. It's printed onto Perspex with a white base layer, followed with the colour layer. Once printed, this piece slots into a light box, and then when switched on, it lights up the image. One cool thing is that you can print the colour layer first as a mirrored image onto Perspex. This way, when you view it from the front side of the image, it looks crisp and glossy. This would make an ideal solution for creating durable custom lightbox panels. The last and biggest print so far is of a textured Parrot design on metal. This measures 300 by 400 millimeters, and it starts with printing the white details that really come to life as the layers build up. Next, the colour layer is added, and finally it's finished off with a top gloss layer. This print did use a lot more ink and took around 10 hours to complete, with most of the ink being white and gloss. So for projects like this, it's definitely a good idea to keep an extra white and gloss on hand. This was the most detailed print so far, with textured feathers and rich colours that give it a super realistic look. We're really amazed by the quality and the finished result. The eufyMake E1 UV printer has been heaps of fun to use, and the results have been fantastic. I'm super happy with how everything's turned out. We've had a great time working with this UV printer, and everything works as expected. It's been really handy for customizing and printing all kinds of cool items. Just keep in mind keeping some spare refill inks for bigger print jobs. Overall, I'm really impressed with what this machine's capable of, and you get professional quality finishes at home with the results you'd expect from an industrial machine.